Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about,
Disabilities,
yeah,
particularly our own, and how it affects us and how other people might be having the same experience. I know, as a person with a disability, social isolation isn't really a new thing for me because oftentimes I can't go over to people's houses anyway. But right now, I'm a little bit more vulnerable. And being able to interact socially is important. Um, I know Stuart has a different disability.
yeah, while I don't have like a physical disability, not a lot of people know this about me, but I have autism. And some of the things for it, or simply put, what I call it, for the quote unquote side effects of said autism is, well, can't really look people in the eye for too long. I got a sensitivity of loud noises, and I want things to be like exactly accurate. Like if there's like a thing I do every day, I do it with no changes, and well, I get disappointed more than the average person if I don't like get to do what I want.
Right, and sometimes it's hard for you to find words, right?
Yeah, and people get upset, and in turn, that gets me upset and not make me want to like talk to people at all.
Even though you really do enjoy being around people, I think it's kind of challenging right now because isn't your autism a little bit harder right now with all the changes going on?
Yeah, it is.
And also, you told me once before that you're not, you were diagnosed as a kinetic uh, communicator, meaning that you don't really communicate mostly by words.
Yeah, I just use facial expressions to communicate, which some people may not understand it, but on the plus side, it has helped me a lot when it comes to me doing acting in plays.
And that's one of the reasons why you wanted to do these video chats, is so that you would have some sort of consistency and also so that people could see you and they wouldn't have to rely on your words.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you want to tell people right now about, I know that a lot of people are having trouble dealing with social isolation. And I know that you generally, though you like to be social, your idea of socialization is a little bit different than other people. So, is it the case that sometimes when you're reading a book or something, it's just you maintaining your routine?
Yeah. I mean, outwardly it may not seem like I don't care, but the fact is I do. Sometimes I think I care too much, and that's part of my problem.
I think a lot of people with autism have that experience, even in general times, where people have trouble reading their emotions. And I think right now, everybody's a little bit emotional. And if people express that emotion differently, wouldn't it be helpful if they didn't get criticized?
It would.
Didn't you have an experience the other day where people had trouble understanding how you were reacting?
Yeah. They were like saying that because of all this that I'm not taking it seriously. But and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but To quote what Heath Ledger said in The Dark Knight, where like Batman and Joker are talking in that interrogation room, the Joker said, "These morals, these codes, it's all a big joke. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other alive. I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve." And the fact of the matter is, he's right. We're in a crisis, and people will show you just who they are, whether it be from stress or how they are deep inside. That just goes to show you that in times of crisis, people will go insane, and they'll take it out on other people.
And it caused you to have a little bit of a meltdown, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, I guess, from two very vulnerable people with disabilities who are trying to deal with a very unique situation that's hard on anyone, we just want a little awareness that if people respond a little bit differently because their routines are a little bit messed up, to not automatically assume that means that they don't care, because Stuart absolutely is one of the most sensitive, kind, caring people I know. And one of the reasons we wanted to do this video was so that people would A, know that we're okay, and B, maybe give some people some hope sometimes. And like I said, I know it's a very challenging situation. I know that if I get sick, for example, I might be one of the people that don't get medical care in a triage situation just because I have a disability. I'm very nervous that children with disabilities will not get the education that they'll deserve, and that adults with disabilities will be overlooked, even though they are the people that we're trying to protect. It's not easy to get to the grocery store right now. I don't even live in an accessible home. There are some scary things going on, but I think we need to remember that we're all people and we're all in this together. Anything else to add, Stuart?
Nothing I can think of at the moment. I mean, to the viewers, if it feels like I'm not my usual happy-go-lucky self, it's because of this.
But we're hanging in there and we're looking out for each other. And I think it's challenging for other people as well. One of Stuart's main ways of communicating is through touch, and that's something that's literally prohibited right now. So just be kind to people and take care of yourself.
Because you don't know what they're going through.
Amen to that.